Jai Hind all. I am Vikas Roshan, Assistant Professor AKGEC Ghaziabad. Today, I would like to talk about an important topic, that is life lessons from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This topic falls under the subject Indian Traditions, Culture and Society, KNC 502602, and this falls under the Indian philosophy section of this subject. So since we more often see various slokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, either on wallpaper, on calendar, even in the clock, but we hardly understand its meaning. I respect those who really understand. So today, my small effort is there in order to know about some important slokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and its implication in our day-to-day life. So the life lesson, what we can gain from these slokas. So starting from the most important and the most popular one, that is कर्मण्य वाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भुर्माते संगोस्तत्व कर्मणे. So this important sloka is important from students, from the people engaged in any profession like me and you. It simply tells that you're right, our right is for the action alone, not for the results, not for the outcomes. Do not become the agent of the result of the action. May you not have any inclination for the inaction as well. Means our right is over the work, over the action, what we can perform. We should not waste our time in thinking about the future outcome, and we should not become the agent of for the outcomes, for the action. And this sloka also says that we should not have any inclination, any orientation towards the inaction, karma. So what life lesson we can gain, life lesson we can conclude from this sloka? Focus on your actions, not on the outcomes, not on the results. Just concentrate on the work. Students should focus on the studies. Professionals should focus on the skill development so that they can further enhance their skills and upgrade their skills and progress in their or his career. Now, this second sloka, that is favorite one to me as well. This sloka is Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastani Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samdarshina. The sages, the monks, the sadhus look equally upon all, whether he be a minister of learning, that is Brahman, and the humility, that is Shaitan, that is Chandal, or whether it be a cow, elephant, dog, or any other animal. This popular sloka says us to see everyone with equal eyes, no matter the people in front of you is a scholar or a mean person. You have to be impartial, even with the animals. So the life lesson here is treat everyone with equality and respect, regardless of the background, regardless of the status, regardless of the caste, creed, religion. Next one. Nanam chindanti shastrani, nanam dehati pavaka, na chanam kledyanti apo, na shoshati maruta. Now, this is the time of web series, and in 2 or 3 web series you could have heard this popular sloka. It tells about the immortality of the yoga, our soul, our own consciousness. The weapons do not cut it, fire doesn't burn it, water cannot moisten it, and air doesn't dry it. And this is said regarding the souls. Souls cannot be destroyed, cannot be deformed, cannot be changed by applying any type of physical forces. The lesson what we have here is soul is eternal. It neither takes birth nor dies. Therefore, we should not be grieved for anyone. If your close one has left this world, you should not be worried about that, because you know that he is immortal, at least in form of soul. Next sloka, that shows the reality. अतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महिम तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय. So either by being killed you will attain heaven, or by winning you will enjoy the earth. Therefore, O Arjuna, rise up with determination of fighting. It simply means if you are fighting in the battle, the battle, the battle for right things. If you survive, then you will enjoy this world. And if you will enjoy in this world with the self-respect, with the dignity. And if you sacrifice your life, no matter you have done good, and of course you will attend a supreme position, at least in form of soul. So rise up and determine for fighting. For us, we are here not in the battleground. In our day-to-day life, we are having various situations where we have to fight with the conflicts with our friends sometimes. So in this situation, our duty is to understand that we have to perform our duty and duty for right things. If we perform our duty for good things, then we will not incur any type of sin in our life. Next one is the popular one. If you had seen Mahabharat serial of B.R. Chopra, the starting song included this sloka from chapter 4, verse number 7. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijanyam. And next one is Pavitranaya sadhunaya vinasaya chaduskitam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavani yuge yuge. So these two sloka is having almost similar meaning. In first sloka, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, whenever there is a decline in the spirituality and increase in the vice, then I reincarnate myself. And in second sloka, he says to protect the pious, to protect the righteous people, to destroy the wicked, and to establish the kingdom of God, I will take reincarnation age after age. And the life lessons from these two slokas are: don't be panic, don't panic. Divine interventions is present in the cycle of the time to uphold the righteous and protect the virtuous. So it is a message to the good people. If you are engaged in the good work and still you are facing lots of challenges in your life, you think that there is no existence of good things, then don't panic, dear. The God reincarnates over the ages, and he will establish the kingdom of good things once again. One practical sloka. Sukh dukhe same kitva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddha yujaya seva navam papam vapsisi. This sloka means that treating happiness and sorrow, gain and loss, and win and defeat with an equal eye, then engage in the battle. Thus you will not incur any type of sin. You have to be indifferent in all the situations, whether it is the time of happiness or it is time of sorrow. You are in the state of loss, you are in the state of profit. Either you are in the state of winning position or you are in the state of losing position. You have to be indifferent. You have to be stable. And then only you will be away from any type of sin. The life lesson here from this sloka is: embrace life's ups and downs with equanimity to find inner peace and avoid any type of negativity. So this is a very positive thought, and says that how you can lead your life. You have to be indifferent in pain and pleasure. You have to be indifferent in happiness and sorrow. Many people, even sometimes we also, if we face any happy moment, we are in no control. Our imaginations goes beyond our imagination, and so we in imagination of that sometimes we waste hours, so much time. And even if sorrow comes to us, we are in so much grief that it takes lots of time to recover from those grief. So this Gita sloka opens up our mind, opens up our logical thinking to understand how this world is framed, and we should not be worried about the small changes or even too much changes in our lifestyle. Everything is changeable, but you as a soul is immortal. Now, I would cover two doublets, two joint sloka, you can say. One is 2.62 from chapter 2, sloka number 62 and 63. ध्यायतो विश्यान पुंस संगस्त सुपजायत संगात सुपजाय संगात संगजायते कामा कामात क्रोध विजायत. Let me recite it once again. ध्यायतो विश्यान पुंस संगस्त सुपजायते संगात संजायते कामा कामात क्रोध विजायते. And the next one is क्रोध भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहाद स्मृति विभ्रम स्मृति भंसाद बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात प्रणश्यति. These two sloka says that how our body, our brain, our thinking behaves, and if we don't control it, how our life would be deteriorated. So now let me make it clear. When a man thinks of the objects of senses, when a person engages in sensual pleasure, attachment for them arises. From the attachment, desire is born, and from desire, anger also arises. And then the next sloka, anger leads to delusion, delusion leads to failure of memory, and failure of memory leads to the loss of understanding, and the loss of understanding leads to destruction of the person. So see how beautiful this sloka is, that tells about the step by step the process, how a person destroys himself, how the role of anger, our failure in life, these all things are correlated. So the lesson, what we can take out from this sloka is, focusing excessively on sensory desires leads to attachment to the worldly things. Attachment. Gita tells about the detachment, which breeds dissatisfaction and ultimately results in anger. And you know that anger has no future. Anger will destroy your life. Controlling anger preserves clarity of thoughts and prevents self-destruction. Even Gautam Buddha once told that if you hold anger, it will destroy you. It is nothing that can be held. So if the anger is even momentary, then still it has so much impact on you that it could destroy your relationship with your friends. It can destroy your mental balance as well. One popular sloka that is sometimes written on the calendar, जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवम जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मात् परिहार्य अर्थेन न त्वं शोचितुम् अर्हसि. For death of everyone, birth is certain, and for the dead, rebirth is certain. Therefore, you should not grieve not for what is inevitable. Simply means, if anyone has died, he will certainly take rebirth, and if someone has taken birth, he should not be confident enough that he will survive till the world continues. One day he will have to depart. So this eye-opening sloka of chapter 2, verse number 27, simply tell you that you should not be worried. It is inevitable things. It's like changing the clothes. So the life lesson we can conclude here is, accept the inevitability of life cycle and focus on the fulfilling your duties without dwelling on past regrets. Don't feel regret for the past mishappenings, past misdeeds. Just wake up and move ahead. श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम तत्पर संयतीन्द्रिय ज्ञानम लब्ध्वा पराम शांति अचिरनादि गच्छति. The man who has faith is diligent, is laborious, is industrious, and has control over the senses, attains knowledge. Achieving knowledge, one soon attains supreme peace. This sloka tells us that how knowledge can be gained, and if knowledge is gained, then this knowledge, this spiritual knowledge, this ultimate knowledge will help you to get the inner peace. So having Having faith, discipline, and dedication to spiritual knowledge leads to inner peace and enlightenment. Enlightenment is nowhere. It lies in our own actions. It lies in our activities, our behavior. So if you have control over your senses, if you have faith, if you are diligent, if you are workaholic person and focus on action, then of course the way to get the higher level of attainment, higher level of enlightenment is available for you. यद यदा चरति श्रेष्ठं मस्तत देवे तरो जनः स यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते. For whatever a great man does, others imitate. People conform to the standard which he has set. This sloka tells that you as a leader can set the standards. Whatever you will do, the other will follow it. So, life lesson here is set a positive example through your actions, through your deeds, through your behavior, and because if others will see that you are getting success, your path, the path you have shown to others is successful, others will follow you. Others will become your followers. Others will be influenced and they follow the standard you have set for others. So this is also a life-changing sloka. In chapter 18, the last chapter of Gita, this sloka is there that is towards the surrender to the supreme power. Sarv dharman paritajya mam ekam saranam braja aham tvam sarpapebhyo mokshaishyami ma sucha. Abandoning all forms of rights and duties and dharmas and rituals, take refuge in me alone. Me here, the supreme power is supreme power. The Lord Arjuna is directing Krishna. Lord Krishna is directing the disciple Arjuna to surrender everything and just devote everything in him. So refuse in me alone. I shall free you from all the sins, therefore do not grieve. And when you feel that nothing is in your control, your life is almost ruined, destroyed, then don't lose the hope. The supreme power is there. You may remember it in any form, but if you devote yourself to that supreme power and do your actions properly, of course you won't be disappointed. The life lesson we can take out from here is surrendering completely to the divine frees one from all the burdens and fears, from the sins, from all the problems. Apart from this sloka, lots of slokas are there. Out of 700 slokas, lots of slokas are there that can be recited, understood, and can be analyzed to bring out the life lessons. I can recollect them in the final slide in the form of some basic lessons. So, what we learn from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita is duty over the desire. Perform your duties without attachment to the results. Focus on your duty. Don't focus on the outcome. Equality. Treat everyone equality regardless of their status or background. No matter what is the background of the person, regard everyone. Selflessness. Act selflessly without expecting anything in return. Don't expect others to return back what you have given to him. Control of mind. Control your mind, control your senses, and to avoid being swayed by desires. Your desires cannot control you. Make yourself so much strong that nothing can control you. Rather, you can control your senses, your man. Steadfastness. Remain steadfast in the face of challenges, difficulties, and problems. Detachment. Practice detachment from the worldly desires, possessions, and the outcomes. If you are attached with these worldly things, of course, there is no use of getting enlightenment. There is no use of resolving things in your mind. You have to be free from these all attachments. Discipline. Lead a disciplined life following the path of righteousness. Righteousness. A disciplined life, a life having positive activities at right time can help you in getting the desired result. Even it is said that discipline is more important than the motivation in most of the cases. Faith. Have unwavering faith in the divine and trust in the cosmic order. Knowledge. Seek knowledge and wisdom to understand the true nature of existence. If you gain the knowledge from literatures, that is okay. But what is yours? Unless and until you analyze the things, what is happening around you, then your knowledge, your personal knowledge, would not be too much. So, be a seeker, be a student of this nature, and try to learn and gain from this nature. Renunciation. Let's go of material attachment and desire of spiritual growth. Renunciation. Practice renunciation. Sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice personal gains and for the greater good. You will have to sacrifice some things that could provide you temporary pleasure, that could provide you temporary happiness. Thereafter, compassion. Show compassion and empathy towards all the living beings, no matter that is animal, small animal, large animal. You have to be pity towards them. Resilience. Develop resilience to overcome life challenges and adversities, problems, and challenges. Humility. Remain humble in victory and graceful in defeat. And most important, be indifferent in all these situations. Devotion. Devote yourself wholeheartedly to the divine, finding solace in devotion. So lots of lessons we can draw out from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. However, it is one of the part of Indian philosophy. Lots of other sections of Indian philosophy are there, but most popular and most important is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as it has inspired lots of millions of people all across the world. And it doesn't belong to just one religion. It is the book. It is the knowledge for all humanity. Thank you. Thank you all.